Good evening and welcome to episode 3 of the Away Day Tours podcast. Really?
Who's this? Hello? Oh, yes, sir, Jim. Interview for the Manchester United job for tomorrow? No, I unfortunately, I'm doing a Away Day Tours podcast. Yeah. Yeah, it's like tomorrow at 7 p.m. So tune in. Yep. Ta-da, Jim. Ta-da.
Really?
Weird, sorry, bro.
Well, there we are. Going on to the Manchester United farcical that there is at the moment. We did call in our last podcast Eric not to last very long. Dan, as we mentioned, he wouldn't last long.
No. Poor signings from all round, to be fair. He brought in Xerxes as a striker. Even Harry Kane was rumoured last season. He's doing good for Bayern Munich with 15 goals from the defence. I think he's just lost the dressing room. He even called him his head for last.
Yeah,
season.
I think the biggest issue was the fact that the big names that were at the club, he called them out. You know, how he slated Ronaldo, didn't want him part of the dressing room, got rid of him. Got rid of Jadon Sancho, the same. He went on to a season-long loan at Dortmund, I think. Back now in the Premier League. Again, shot himself in the foot. I'm not saying Sancho's doing fantastic at Chelsea, but why would you sanction a loan to one of your rivals? It just really doesn't make any sense for me. But
and Manchester United have been apparently for the last 10 years, as fans say, in a transition.
Yeah, but how long's the transition?
Exactly, when you've had the likes of Van Gaal,
Mourinho,
Solskjaer, Mourinho, Giggs and Carrick as interim manager.
Yeah, who else has been there?
Ralph
Rangnick.
Yeah,
there's been a few. Like I said, it was always going to be a tough challenge, Dan, for United. Same as Arsenal gone through. Looks like Arsenal's slowly getting it right with sticking with Arteta. Other than yourself, linked with a job, mate. Any other names?
I've seen Southgate.
Yeah,
rumoured.
He was linked for a while, Gareth, wasn't he? But I think he said he wants a year out the game.
Yeah, and then also you've got the Sporting Lisbon coach.
Yeah, Amorim.
Yeah, who managed Ugarte.
Yes. I think he's won the league title twice in Portugal as well.
Yeah.
From what I was reading yesterday. But again, not writing him off before he's already got the job if he gets a job ahead of you, obviously. Is he coming from a strong enough league? I know, obviously, Mourinho was Portuguese and that, but...
For me, the Portuguese league, it's not...
It's not the level of the Championship, is it?
No. That's kind of my point of view.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's any better than a Championship, to be fair. All right, you've got the top 3 teams in there. You've got your Sporting, Porto and Benfica. But, yeah, I think it's another gamble. And I think I saw a severance package. They're looking about £10 million to take him from Sporting. I wouldn't be surprised if they do get him. They look then in the summer at, or January rather, Victor Gyökeres. Took him out to Portugal from Coventry.
Yeah. Scoring
bags and bags of goals out there. I'm not sure Xerxes the answer.
No, I know, like I said just now, that it was rumoured of Harry Kane for last season. You can always guarantee that Harry Kane would score goals.
Yeah, of course he will. He will score goals, but I don't think it's just goals that are Man United's issue. You know, I look at their team right from the back, you know. There's not one of those players in that team now that gets in any Man United team. Fergie era.
Vidic and Ferdinand would...
I know all clubs are the same, and people can say the same about certain Arsenal defenders, Chelsea defenders. Obviously, you like Tony Adams, your John Terrys, those sort of players, but I do think those squads, Man United, Liverpool, they don't compare, do they? You look at Liverpool centre backs. All right, I know sometimes they struggle to find a partner for Van Dijk, but he gives you something. He gives you that stability to lead from. I don't look at Man United's back four and think there's somebody to fill you with confidence.
No, Martinez. It's just no threat.
No, exactly. And even with the goalkeeper,
Yeah,
he's very suspect. All right, I've seen some great saves he has pulled off, Dan. Do you know what I mean? But to be fair, he's not a De Gea, he's not a Schmeichel.
No.
There's not one of those players that gets in any of those great Man United teams have gone by. I know people used to say about Rashford, but I think last year he got 5 Premier League goals. He's scored a few this year so far, but
injured.
Yeah, been injured. But you never know these days. You read so much in the papers or listen to it on the news of this player's out for so many weeks, and then all of a sudden in the paper a week after he's spotted in a nightclub in Manchester. So you have to take with it a pinch of salt, don't you?
Yeah, and with Anthony as well, that's a poor signing.
Nearly 100 million, 80 odd million, I believe it was. But the thing is, they've signed players that look talented across the continent, but a lot of them now they're coming from like the Dutch league, the Portuguese league. For me, that's not the quality that is going to win you Premier Leagues. You'll find the odd gem. Don't get me wrong. You got to look at Ronaldo, but
you look at Alex Ferguson as well. 10 years.
He knew how to make a footballer. Same as Wenger. You know, some of the players they brought through. When you look, obviously the class of '92, Wenger, what he paid for Henry, I think it was between 5 and 10 million.
Yeah.
Ended up making him one of the best players in the world, if not one of the best of all time.
But from this 10 years since Fergie left,
it's a mess, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I don't even think it's just.
No, it's not the management. It's the attitudes of the players.
But also it's the club. I think the club. If you look, you see on Sky Sports News they were laughing stock a few months back because their roofs were leaking. People have to move seats because the stadium's falling apart. This not good enough. That's not good enough.
No, but there's rumour now they're supposed to have a new stadium.
Yeah, 100,000 seater.
Yeah.
But like I said, you can have, as we've said before, you can have the best stadium in the world, but if your team's not great, what's the point in it?
Yeah.
I know from Man United's fans' perspective, they're always going to sell out.
Of course they are.
All right, you get the odd game where there's a couple missing and things like that, but I'm not quite sure that 100,000 seater changes a lot for Man United currently.
Yeah.
I think getting it right on the pitch is going to be a number one priority for United.
But at the time, I don't feel right of having an interview.
Well, I don't blame you, to be fair. I wouldn't want one anytime soon. But as we said just now, if it's not you or not Amorim, who else is there? Who would you go for? Obviously, I believe Conte's probably still without a job. I know Mancini's without a job because he got released last week, but obviously one's ex-Chelsea, one's ex-Man City. I can't see that one happening.
But what's loyalty these days?
Money. Loyalty's money. But in regards to United, and we said about winning things, we've had the Ballon d'Or this week.
Yes.
Shock winner?
For me, Rodri, he's won a Euros with Spain. He's won a 4th consecutive Premier League title.
Yeah, well, a record 4th one, I think.
Yeah.
But not just that, I think they win Super Cup and a World Club Championship, something like that as well. I know there was a lot of people unhappy that Vinny didn't win it, but I think more so you see people from the Spanish leagues or like Brazilian fans whinging because he's like an icon for those sort of people and that's all they watch. Whereas I don't know how many Spanish people or Spanish football club supporting people watch of the Premier League. Whereas if I speak to my friends, I know a lot of them would have watched the El Clasico. But how many Spanish people then tune in to watch Man United Liverpool? I don't know. So I think a lot of British people understand why Rodri have won it based on his achievements alone, you know?
Yeah.
But in regards to Vinny, like you said, he's a household name. You've seen what he was like with the Champions League final, how the fans love him. It was all about him. We watched 1 or 2 podcasts while we were away, didn't we?
Yeah.
About other ground hoppers out and about and meeting Vinny for photos. He's an icon, isn't he?
Yeah.
Whereas you see a lot about Rodri. They said he drives. I think he's got like a VW Golf or something like that. He doesn't do tattoos. He's not interested in that lifestyle, you know. But I don't know.
Chats off to him, but
yeah, I think a couple of people mentioned one of the only other ones was obviously Bellingham. I think he finished 3rd in the rankings because Real won a fair bit last year. They won the Champions League, didn't they? Yeah.
Against Dortmund, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah. But, yeah, like I said, it could have gone anyway, you know. Haaland again, possibly another one that could have won it.
Yeah, he
the
would
goals.
be on the list, when he?
So I think it was.
Even Harry Kane was on there.
Yeah, he finished quite high up in the rankings, but I think it was good, to be fair, mate, for a Premier League player to win it, because I think the last one was Ronaldo back in 2008. I was reading, so I think we've gone nearly, not short of 20 years. The last time, I think, mind you, to be fair, I think Messi's won the last 19, only prior to that. But because Messi was still winning them, playing in France, so it's one of those. It's open to debate, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I even though I'm an Arsenal fan, Dan, no complaints for Rodri winning it.
No.
He's influential in games when they played us, when I watch them all. But like I said, the Vinny thing for me, bro, is he's an icon to people around the world. So maybe that's why a lot of people have looked and said, no way it should be Rodri. The thing was, sour grapes as well from Real. I don't think any of their squad management, I think they all rejected attending the awards ceremony because they knew they wasn't going to win it. So,
which is
sour grapes, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
I think it kind of shows, mate, that
even Haaland went to watch a Swedish game.
Yeah, I saw that.
He didn't go, so.
But yeah, well, like you say, so it is what it is. But nice for me. I'm happy to see another Premier League player win it.
Yeah.
First time in nearly 20 years. So
yeah.
I'll take that. Other thing, Dan, which we were looking at yesterday, as I was coming home going to football training, Wales women.
Yes, they won 2-0 against Slovakia.
Yeah.
Overall, out of the 2 legs, they won 3-2 on aggregate.
3-2. Yeah, 3-2 on aggregate. Yeah, lost the first game 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1.
So massive shout out to the Welsh women.
Well done.
And congratulations. I believe now, Dan, they're going to play Republic of Ireland. 29th of November.
And that's 2 legs, I believe.
Is it? A home and away? Not a one-out shoot-off?
I might be wrong.
I'm
sure it was a 2-leg.
But yeah, we'll most certainly look into that. But like I said, massive congratulations to the Welsh women. Great to see. Massive turnaround under the new manager.
Yeah, it was a good crowd there. Over 10,000.
Over 10,000, yeah, which is fantastic for women's football, especially in Wales. 2
goals disallowed from Jess Fishlock.
What a player. What an absolute baller.
46 goals. She's equivalent to Gareth Bale of the men's.
Yeah, she is the Gareth Bale of women's football.
Yeah.
But talking of Wales, we mentioned last week, I think, and possibly the week before, we were aiming to try and get out to
Turkey.
Yes, in November. Breaking news, we have secured tickets, flights and hotel today.
Wales away, I like it.
So, we will be going to Turkey. Fly out on the 14th.
Which is the Thursday, to Istanbul.
Yeah, we've got a night there in Istanbul.
And then 2 days, or flight in the morning to Kayseri.
Yeah, the next day.
Spend the day, for 2 days, and then watch the game, come back to Istanbul for a night, and then head back home. So
it's going to be a long 4 or 5 days, but it's most certainly going to be worth it. Like
absolutely.
I said, we've got a 4-hour drive from Cardiff to London, a flight from London to Stansted, a night in Istanbul, fly the next morning to Kayseri, 2 nights there, watch the game, fly back to Istanbul, another day there, fly back to Stansted, and then 4 hours back from Stansted to Cardiff. So
for 260 quid, we've done it.
That's flights, 4 nights in hotel, and match day tickets. So obviously the 4 nights in a hotel, if it was 4 nights in the same hotel, Dan probably worked out cheaper.
Yeah.
But like I say, it's a bargain because obviously you've got the 1 night here, 2 there, 1 there. But yeah, for less than 250, 260, I think it works out, bar the odd penny or two, Dan. Wales away.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. And then Iceland on the Tuesday.
On the Tuesday, so we come back on the Monday, straight into work on the Tuesday. Don't know what shape I'll be in, but it doesn't matter because we've got Wales at home on the Tuesday then. So
Iceland. 2 days for us.
Yeah, massive. Like I said, there's about 1,000 of us going out for the game in Turkey.
Yeah.
So as you can imagine, it was a great shock for us this morning, wasn't it, when we had confirmation of the tickets.
Yeah.
I think ticket confirmation come through about 9 o'clock, and I think by about 25 past 9, I booked flights, and by 10 o'clock, you sorted hotel out for 4 different days. So
no message from me.
No, exactly. Booking.com are our best friends at the moment.
Yeah, all the deals I got.
Yeah, for any other Welsh fans looking to go out, like I said, we've secured our flights from Stansted. It's a bit of a trek, but our followers know we tend to use Stansted a lot because Germany and Poland, fantastic to get to from Stansted. So our flights to Istanbul return were about £77 each, and I think the Kayserispor worked out at about, I don't know, 90 quid each, 80 quid each, give or take around that. Worked at about 170 each, give or take 177. So that's your flights. Hotel works out about 80 quid for 4 nights, but obviously it's one night in one, two in one, and then another one. But match tickets only €13 or £13 rather. So
it might be like a poor, because you're right at the top.
Yeah, we're up high.
A poor view. Maybe that's why it's cheap. I don't know, but
well, as you know, Dan, we've been enough games now in Europe.
I know they got the
shield. Yeah, they'll have the all protective stand, won't they? But it's cheap, isn't it? Europe's cheap for football.
Oh yeah, definitely. And we just like going away, so
it's probably another thing. Like you say, people have probably looked at our page last, I don't know, maybe year and thought they don't see a lot of British football. As we've said, Dan, in the past, we've fallen out of love with British football.
Yeah, with the prices and the atmospheres.
Yeah,
it's just a different experience.
Like I say, I can accept the price because you are watching superstars, and like especially with the Premier League. And there's a lot of superstars in Europe, don't get me wrong, but if you were to go and watch, I don't know, say Bayern, and they're playing, I don't know, somebody that's at the bottom of the league, the team Bayern are playing don't often have many superstars, but if you go and watch a Man United, well, not Man United at the moment, obviously, but if you go and watch Man City versus Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, you can see why they charge these prices in the UK, because we're an easy target. Whereas you got obviously the ruling in Germany, the 50+1, where it's all about the fans, the experience, the day. Like you said, you go to a British game of football, you buy a bottle of pop, they take the cap off you. You can't do no flares. You can't have a smoke in the stadium. You can't have a drink in the stadium. Well, in view of the pitch rather. But yeah, it's the overall experience, Dan. Isn't it? What we've experienced in the last 12 months with travelling to Europe.
I haven't experienced
here,
games.
And I don't think you ever will.
No.
Where are you ever going to go in the Premier League where
stewards telling you to sit down?
Yeah, where there's a constant, every game you go to, there's going to be a tifo.
Yeah.
There's going to be pyros. There's going to be this, that, and the other. Like you say, you just, even when you're at these stadiums abroad, you know, you tend to feel more welcoming. Even the players, you know, like the games we've been to in Europe, Poland, Germany, France, even the players after the game appreciate the fans. They all go over and clap. They all give their shirts off. Loads of them come up the nearest gangway to where the fans are and sign shirts. It's totally different. So, as you said, our page started off mainly British football, but I think going forward,
Europe all the way.
Yeah,
and not just Europe. We could extend it, Asia, anyway.
As you hit the nail on the head there, Dan. You know, I know one of your bucket list. You want to go and see Boca Junior.
Yeah.
Same for me. I've got a bucket list. I'd like to go and watch Casablanca, because I think that's a fantastic one. And not even just football, you know, we want to go and see the basketball in Europe, especially with Partizan Belgrade, Panathinaikos. Some of them are absolutely insane. And even for football atmosphere is a shame.
Oh, of course.
But another one for me, Dan, with my bucket list, as you know, the ice hockey, massive fan of the ice hockey. I'd love to go and see the Maple Leafs out in Toronto. So
Canada, never.
Yeah, Canada. So you will see us stretching out a bit further over the next couple of years. Obviously, everything's...
Years? Months?
Oh, all right then, mate. Hope you done the lottery?
Yeah.
Have you? Regular numbers or a lucky dip?
Regular numbers.
Happy days.
My own numbers.
Well, it's going to backfire one day. Because you're going to forget to do it.
As soon as them numbers
and they're going to scoop
I'm
a
on
million.
that plane.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no. So, in regards to Wales, congratulations to women, as we said. We're on our way to Turkey in less than 3 weeks. So, things are looking up. More trips, more travel. Probably going to be the last one this year, I would imagine, because I suffer massively with work in December. Dan will probably be exactly the same. It's one of the busiest times of the year for us.
Yeah.
My line of work, it's our busiest time of the year. Same for Dan, people needing a break, X, Y, and Z. So, probably going to be our last one this year. We'll start planning then for January.
Never say never, but, you know.
Well, it depends. If the lottery numbers come in tonight, tomorrow, the day after, then it'll be a permanent thing. I'll be buying a motorhome and I'll be out in South America this time next week somehow. Whether it's possible, I don't know. If not, I'll just buy a plane.
Yeah, absolutely.
Call me the next Richard Branson. If I got the money, I'm going, mate. It's as simple as that. You can laugh to yourself now, but if I got the funds, I'm on road, mate. I'm not getting up at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning in the cold in South Wales to go to work. So
Snap.
no, yeah, exactly.
Snap.
But yeah, so as you said, Turkey bound. We shall be
Yes.
there very shortly.
And see you there if anyone's travelling out.
Yeah, if you are travelling out, like I said, give us a shout, drop us a message, whatever you. Meet up, have a pint, or water in Dan's case.
Water, I don't drink. Sensible.
Not don't, can't. Lightweight Danny. But yeah, like I said, drop us a message, guys, if you're going. We already know a fair few people going, as we said.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. Happy days with that one.
Yeah, and on Friday, catch us down at Taff's Well, where they've just revealed their new manager, Josh Anderson.
They have. So, if many of you don't know Josh, I spent a lot of time with Josh this week, introducing Josh to people of the club, players at the club, telling them a bit more about the club, the history, ambitions of the club, where we want to go. So Josh has joined us from local rivals Ponty. Josh was a previous manager in this division at Abertillery Bluebirds. Young, energetic manager. Speaks very highly. Hopefully, the appointment that the club has made is the right one.
Yeah.
Josh knows the challenges ahead. Dan, I've spoke with Josh loads this week.
Yeah, the Taff's Well rock bottom. It's
Yeah.
a massive challenge, but something which he should thrive off.
Yeah, but like I said, as you know, I spoke to Josh. I was on the phone to Josh 10 minutes ago. He's probably messaged again now, to be fair. And even in his interview, you know, he said there's challenges if you're at the top of the table or if you're at the bottom. They're just different types of challenges. You can be at the top and have challenges of unhappy players that are not playing, or then the challenge at the bottom of you not picking up results when you should be. You know, but clean slate for Taffs, clean slate for all the boys there. Cracking bunch of lads at the club, to be fair, Dan. Do you know what I mean? I've spent the season with them, and obviously the whole of last season being involved in and around the club. But yeah, onwards and upwards, and massive shout out for Josh. Like, do you know what I mean? Fair dues to him taking the job.
Yeah,
A
absolutely.
lot of people may well have shied away from it. I'm not sure if I was a football coach, I would have the backbone
No.
so early on in my football managing career at a young age. I think Josh only 28 to take that chance. You know what I mean? All right, don't get me wrong, it's not the biggest job in world football, but for where we are, it's our local league. It's only a step down from the Prem. And if you look at the Prem now, you've got TNS playing in Europe.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They beat Astana. I think Astana beat West Ham a couple of years back. So it's not a million miles away. It's not like he's taking a job in the National League in England and the aim is the Premier League. He is only one division below our highest point in Welsh football. So
And he's got from now up until January just
Yeah.
to see the squad, see
then-
how they perform.
yeah, exactly. And like I
You
say,
know?
January we may well see changes on the field, off the field. You know, we may well be in a better place come January, and we don't need to look over our shoulders too much. And well, we'll be looking over our shoulders because we'll be in a better position, but not looking behind, and there'd be nobody behind us. Because I'm excited by Josh's appointment.
Me too.
Top bloke, can't speak highly enough of him. Like I said, if you're in and around Cardiff, got nothing to do Friday night, and you love your football, come on down to the Gentles Construction Stadium.
Quite true, isn't it?
Yeah, good
Yeah,
for a
good
home, mate.
trip.
It's a 7:30 kick-off. £6 for the adult, £4 for a concession, free for under 16s.
And then you'll have a very warm welcome. I'll be there as well, behind the goals, taking
Yeah,
pictures.
Dan will be there on photos. Hugh will be there, our club sec. Chairman Kev will be there.
Just a
Mackie
friendly,
running the bar.
just a friendly club all round.
Top club, Dan, like I said. Welcome me with open arms, mate, in the last year and a half, 2 years. I don't see myself going anywhere else, mate, anytime soon. So, yeah, like I said, if you're free Friday night, guys, come on down, you know.
Yeah.
Come on down to the construction stadium. And I'm sure once you go once, you'll be like us. You'll keep coming back, you know. You'll enjoy it, good people.
It'll be a Taffs Ultra.
Yeah, up the well, man. Like I said, there'll be food on as well, guys. I mean, there's a burger van there. They'll be sorting food out, so don't hesitate Friday night. If you're free, come on down, get behind Josh and the boys, and let's get 3 points.
Yeah.
But
I was going to wear my Taffs Well top tonight, but
you've gone for...
I've chosen Woking.
Oh yeah, it's a random one.
I'm
Care to explain?
I'm a random person.
Now you've got to be the only person I know in Wales that owns a Woking football shirt.
Probably.
Care to explain?
what was it? 2 years ago.
Wasn't that long.
No?
No.
Yeah, there was, wasn't it? It was 2 years ago.
Sure about that?
Yeah.
Alright, then I'll take your word for it.
What was it? COVID 2000.
Sure about
Was it 2 years ago?
that? I ain't got a clue of you. Anyway,
It's got to be 2 years ago.
don't worry about it.
No.
Tell me about the shirt.
It was Woking.
Okay.
No, so we done a trip, didn't we, in Woking?
Did we?
Yeah.
I'm just checking. I'm asking you about the shirt. I want you to tell me. I don't know about the shirt.
So we done a trip, me and Richie, to Woking.
Sure, it's not the only Woking shirt you've got either, is it?
No, I had the green one as well, didn't I?
You see-
This was the home one.
Are you Woking in disguise?
Yeah.
Ah, you Woking in disguise. Come on and tell him.
So we went on a trip. I'm certain it was like two years ago.
We watched the game though.
Yeah.
One just a trip, was it? Yeah, one just a ground up day.
Bank holiday, I want to say.
Yeah, more than likely it's tend to be.
Yeah. So
Probably around the Christmas time or something. Was it like New Year's or something
April.
like that? Oh,
Gotta
April
be
bank
in
holiday,
April.
was it?
I'm sure it was. As people would know, I got a habit of buying football tops.
You've got to be in excess of 200 shirts easily.
Probably over that.
You've got to be.
That's all I wear.
I can tell.
Bit of a sad man, to be fair.
Yeah. But no, it's a collection. As you know, you've seen mine. I've got tons and tons of football pennants, scarves, pin badges, same as you.
But it's nice though. It's Adidas.
Yeah, it's a lovely shirt. To be
Sponsored by Boz's Fruit and Veg. So if you're watching, Boz,
fair. Yeah,
Go
get your
Boz's.
fruit veg from our mate Boz.
Good sponsorship, by there.
But yeah, no, like you said, nothing wrong with being an avid football shirt collector, mate. To be fair,
No.
it's memories, isn't it?
Of course it is. So I'll always collect the badges, and the
Pennants,
tops.
scarves, shirts.
You're a pennant man, I know.
Yeah, if I can find one, they are hard on times because not all clubs do them. But if it's not a pennant, it's a pin badge. And I've started recently. If I can't get either, I now buy the club keyring with the lanyard and
Yeah.
connect them together. So
It's a good idea.
it's just
Smart, though, isn't it?
yeah, it's trying to have a few different bits and bobs as well, Dan. Because where am I going to put all these pennants?
So, yeah.
Lucky enough, I got my own gap, so it's not the end of the world. I haven't got somebody barking at me saying you can't have this shirt and have that there. Do you know what I mean? Same for you. You got your own place, obviously back home with mum and dad, so you just do what you like in your room, don't you? But
And I need probably another wardrobe for my shirts.
I can imagine. What do you even do with them all?
Some are in hung up,
So you do wear them?
and some I don't wear.
Yeah. What recent ones?
The recent ones which I've bought, they're still in the
Poznan and that,
packaging.
yeah. What about your Bale one from Poland? Or
No,
that?
I am with that.
We need to get that signed.
I'm still, well, I have asked. But
Yeah. Well, lucky enough, I was in school with Gareth, as you know, so, and I know his sister really well, so I'll drop Vicky a message one day this week and I'll see if we can get it signed.
So, man, and I will frame that.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm sure we mentioned it on the first podcast.
Yeah,
maybe,
yeah,
but
definitely. Cracking shirt, cracking trip again. I don't think we've had a bad trip to Europe, mate, do we, to be fair?
No, they treat us like royalists, don't they?
Well, they do, like VIPs, mate, every time we go to Europe, like I
Yeah.
said, I don't think we've been to a game in recent times in Europe where they haven't contacted us after seeing we're making the trip out there to offer us VIP treatment, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not even that we ask for it, do you know what I mean? Because that was never our intention, you know, we've always been two lads that like football, happily to stand on a terrace with a greasy burger, a bottle of Coke, coffee, whatever it may be, on a terrace even in the rain, you know what I mean? That's what football's always been for us, but it's been nice to sample the other side and different levels of football, different cultures, and how people receive you, you know, in these different countries. Because what we've noticed is, although the page is massive, 103,000 followers on Facebook, is some of these football clubs are still amazed why we would travel from South Wales to watch a football club in Poland, say for instance, or when we went to France, when we've gone to Germany. Do you know what I mean? It's
Sweden.
yeah, Turkey. Obviously, when I went out to Alanyaspor. But yeah, it's mad. Like I said, the page has just grown. We never ever started, Dan, did we, with any intentions of having a following?
No.
So
We just literally just vlog our own travel,
Yeah.
and then it just
picked a game and off we went. So
people just started sharing.
yeah, exactly.
and
So a
then-
massive shout out to all our followers, because without you guys, the page wouldn't be where it is today. Do you know what I mean? So
No.
we
and all the food which we have, and I will give a shout out to Woking again, because I think I haven't actually had a better burger, or no, what was it?
Hunter's
A
chicken
Hunter's
burger.
chicken, sorry,
Yeah, definitely by far one of the best burgers
Yeah.
we've ever had at a football game.
Absolutely.
However, it was strange because I think we timed it lucky because when we posted it, even months later, everybody was like, "That's not Woking. I've never seen that at Woking."
No, they were serving that the first.
Yeah, so it was obviously, we must have had it the first day, and then I don't know if they changed catering suppliers or whoever the vendors were, because when we put it up on our page, loads of people, "I've never seen that at Woking." So we're not making it up, it's there, you can see the main stand in the background, like, do you know what I mean? So
That's probably the best food I've sampled. For
yeah,
me.
especially at a football ground, I mean, because it didn't taste like it'd come from a burger van either. The chicken was good, the salad that came with it was all good, to be fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's another. Other than that, what would you say is going to be the worst food you've had then? Because I know mine.
That's the easiest one. And I probably think you're going to say the same thing. Toulouse.
Oh,
No?
yeah.
Yeah?
Because even thinking about it makes me want to hide.
Or even your pizza.
Oh. So, for the ones that don't know, they probably saw the picture on Facebook. We had a hot dog at Toulouse, just inside the grounds of the stadium. And I can't think of any other word than the word sick. Because it smelt like and tasted like.
Sick.
It was absolutely disgusting.
I don't know if they put like a mustard on it.
I don't know what it was, because I eat mustard regular, same as you do with a burger, with hot dog. But this was something. I honestly think I'd have eaten better food in the jungle.
Wichity grub.
Honest to God. It probably tasted like a Wichity grub in a bun.
I was going to say something else, but we've got to keep it PG.
Yeah, but no, honestly, that by far the worst.
Yeah.
So Woking the best, Toulouse the worst so far.
Yeah.
Fair enough, I'll take that. But best footballing experience then, as a page, based on atmosphere, just atmosphere alone.
The atmosphere. I want to say the Stockholm Derby.
Yeah, Stockholm Derby atmosphere was good. Football was dreadful.
Yeah.
Toulouse atmosphere was fantastic.
Yeah.
But one of our first ones, obviously sampling, was Leipzig versus Bayern.
That was a
That
good
was
one.
fantastic.
Yeah. I think that was the reason why that match was so good, because that was our first trip as a page in Europe.
And also, wasn't it the first game back after the World Cup?
I
think it was.
Their winter break, wasn't it?
It was one of the two, yeah. It was because their winter break fell after the World
Yeah.
Cup, something like that. But yeah, so that was the first time we ever saw a pyro.
Yeah.
Was from the Bayern fans in the bottom corner. Hadn't seen a tifo or anything prior to that. But that was our first experience, because for 90 minutes, both fans sung at each other, didn't they?
Yeah.
Whereas British football, you get it for 10 minutes.
So yours is Leipzig and Bayern, yeah?
No, I don't know, to be fair now, Dan, to be fair, because like I said, we did Sweden. We did the smaller games in Sweden.
That was good. Serious.
Yeah, serious. So yeah, that was fantastic, and I think it was only about 3,000 or 4,000 there.
That was a good atmosphere.
But that was good. Obviously,
Cold, mind.
yeah, it was freezing. Turan, that we've just come back from recently, fantastic experience there. I don't know, to be fair, mate. With Europe, it's hard.
But I think for Tifo's atmosphere, I did enjoy the Stockholm Derby.
Yeah, because it was both sides. One, it was back and forth.
Yeah, and was it Djurgården, wasn't it?
Yes.
They had a big following as well, so the atmosphere just created.
But I do still think one of my favourites was Legia. Gotta be. Legia, Warszawa. Legia, Warszawa. Yeah, I'm going with Legia.
And that's a shout out to Rob.
Polish Rob.
Yeah.
If you're watching, Rob,
Top man.
Legia for life. But yeah, no, I'm going to go with Legia. It was a shame we didn't get to see the Tifos and the Pyros there, but the atmosphere was solid for 90, because if you remember, they had the ongoing issue with UEFA with banning the home fans, so they played in Europe, didn't they? 2 days later. I think it was the Tuesday or the Wednesday. So they had the massive Tifo that night, didn't they?
Surprise.
Yeah. I think it was a Lego man, wasn't it? Surprise, and I won't say the rest of it.
Yeah. Keep it
Something
PG now,
something
Richard.
your
Keep
mum.
it PG.
But yeah. But yeah. Well, not directly yours, but someone's mum. But yeah, no, I'm going Legia. Can we beat it? Can we beat that? I think if we can ever do Raja,
Yeah.
that'll smash it out the water.
Same as Boca.
Boca again.
Dortmund.
Belgrade derby.
Yeah.
That's another one that's...
So much to conquer, isn't it?
Oh yeah, there's tons out there, mate. But like you say, small steps. It's not cheap. It's not easy to always get to, and it's always small steps in my case, because I could tell you I was going to say something. But yeah, no, like I say, even if we can get to one a month, obviously, because we have got to be realistic. We both got jobs.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So time off work for you is hard. You work almost every weekend, if not every. I work every Saturday, providing I'm not on annual leave. But yeah, other than that, like I said, we did plan this year to try and do one a month for all 12 months. Obviously, we missed out in August. Because the school holidays were crazy. We're going to miss out in October. Definitely go in November. And if we can, maybe even a week or two after we come back, we'll get one early December before obviously I can't with work. So it's looking like we're going to get 9 or 10 European trips in a 12-month period. So I don't think it's a bad thing, is it?
No, of course not.
But I'd like it to be 220. But
tell me about it.
We'll get there. Like I said, just keep plugging away. Getting more and more invites every day.
Yeah.
The inbox on our page is mental. There's people messaging every day to come and visit their club, or they'll come and visit us. You look at Taftswell, we've got a connection now with a team out in Finland.
Yeah.
So they're coming over, I think it's either this year.
Oh, they?
It won't be this year now, it's going to be early part of next year. Yeah, so try and arrange a game between the two.
That's good.
And their fans will be over. But yeah, so...
Are we going over there, or...?
Yeah, that's the plan. We'll visit them, they'll visit us.
Awesome.
But, yeah, I saw some sad news today as well, Dan, in regards to football, mental health. Former Man City player Jeff Whitley. Yeah, I see he's
battling drugs and alcohol.
Yeah. So it tends to be something you're seeing a lot more and more of now, Dan.
Yeah, and as a page, we try and promote it as much as possible.
Yeah, like you said, if you're feeling down, guys, our inbox is always open. Just drop one of us a message. Do you know what I mean? We suffer as well in life. Do you know what I mean? Work's hard, money can be hard. There's a lot of things in life that's hard, but just
the sport for us
is our breakaway. And I try and live, Dan, as you know, by the rule that it's a bad day, it's not a bad life. So we got to stick together. Our inbox is always open. But as I said, I don't know whether the support in the football world lacks for players once they retire, because you're seeing more and more of them now coming out and saying, like, in their dark days, last part of their career, or when they've retired, they've turned to drink, drugs.
I just think when they retire, they've lost the routine.
Yeah,
of training.
But also I think it's a stigma, isn't it, for men? Men see like being upset or asking for help as a major weakness.
Yeah,
it's not. It takes a brave man to speak up, to cry, to share his feelings. Because you know what it's like as a kid, Dan. You've probably sampled it with your dad, your granddad, same as I have with mine. If you fall over as a young lad, your dad always says to you, "Come on, get on with it, get up, stop crying," that sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? So men have always been the weaker person when it comes to speaking out. Girls, a lot of females suffer. Don't get me wrong. This is not a one-sided thing by any means.
Definitely not.
I think girls, they confide in each other and they support each other, which gives them a massive boost. Whereas a lot of guys, if they're struggling,
just afraid to speak up.
They feel embarrassed, don't they, to go and speak to a mate.
And there's nothing to be embarrassed about.
And the trouble is, if you leave it, it can be too late, because if you reach what you believe is the point of no return, then there's not much any of us could do. So if you are feeling down, guys, don't hesitate.
Don't hesitate on messages.
Drop us a text.
Yeah, we will get back to you.
Even if it's late at night, we might not reply within 5 minutes, but we will always reply. And we've said that from day one. We do a lot in regards to people's mental health to try and respect it. This weekend in football, not so much mental health, but another major issue in sport is the campaign for show racism and the red card this weekend in the Welsh football. So you'll see a lot of teams this weekend donning the red t-shirt with show racism and the red card. So like I said, we've got to cut these sort of things out of football. It's not a reason I fell in love with football.
No.
But yeah, like I said, if you're ever feeling down, guys, drop myself a message. If you've got me on Facebook or Dan,
or me,
if you haven't got either of us personally, the page is always there. We're on all sorts of social media platforms.
It's not just Facebook, it's TikTok, Instagram,
X,
Twitter,
as it's now known.
X.
But yeah, like I said, drop us a message. We'll always get back to you guys.
Absolutely, yeah.
But other than that, I think that's about it for this week.
Probably live scores.
Yeah, let's have a quick look. Check my phone.
Carabao Cup winner.
Check my phone. I would have a quick look now. I don't know if there's been any shocks this evening. I know, obviously, I was keeping an eye on the Arsenal score.
They lost the Preston.
No, they didn't. They won 3-0. I'd say the biggest shock of the night, other than Spurs beating Man City, dumping them out.
Was it Palace?
Yeah, Palace.
Palace, yeah.
Palace have beat Villa 2-1.
Here we are. Since they beat, who did they beat on the weekend?
Palace.
Was it Spurs 1-0?
Yes, 1-0. Yeah, yeah.
1-0? Yeah. See?
2 wins back to back.
Yeah.
Other than that, Newcastle beat Chelsea 2-0.
Really?
Yeah. So that's your prediction out the window.
Although it's...
If you watched the last podcast, I said Newcastle as a surprise package. Somebody by you went for Chelsea.
Ooh.
That's him out already, so he's bing bong.
Yeah, they got
United haven't missed Eric because they've scored 5 this evening against Leicester.
Final score?
Yeah, 5-2.
5-2.
And the other one is Liverpool have done Brighton 3-2. So not too many shocks there this evening. Obviously, I looked at the City team earlier. No excuse on their behalf, but it wasn't their first team by any stretch of imagination. But like you said,
with no striker.
Yeah, no striker. They started with Foden up top on his own.
Yeah.
So, and
So it was going to be
obviously for us being Welsh, Cymru Premier side favourites for the title once again. TNS have beat Connors Key 2-1. Even they were 1-0 down tonight, Dan. They've scored in the 86 and the 87, so it just shows what strength they've got when it needs to be.
They're chasing down Penabont now, aren't they?
Yeah, they'll catch Penabont, I would imagine. I wouldn't even say it's just like a talent thing, you know, because obviously TNS have got some fantastic players for the level it's at, but it's new to Penabont. They've not been in that position before. TNS know the drill, so they're now only 4 points behind with 2 games in hand. So knowing TNS, they'll win them both. Yeah, they'll go top and.
But fair play to Penabont.
Yeah, no, massive shout out to Penabont. We watched them
3 weeks ago.
The other week against Cardiff Met.
Cup.
Yeah, Met beat them 1-0 in the cup. But they didn't look great that night. But I don't know how much they were putting into the cup, to be fair, because obviously being top of the league, it's hard, isn't it, for the smaller squads, the smaller budgets. But yeah, like I said, I'd imagine once TNS see daylight, that'll be it. No one's going to catch them once again.
For their 40th title.
Yeah, 40 and 40 years. I think Connors Key were the last ones to stop them, weren't they? But other than that, guys, I think that's it for us for another episode of the Away Tours podcast.
Yeah.
Other than that, thank you very much for watching, guys. Like I said, don't be strangers. We'll be back again next week.
Yep.
It's usually Wednesday or Thursday, depending on with work.